Oh, guys, welcome back. So, Doll Pagan story time, and I had to bribe Loki with food. As you know, the Lunar New Year is coming up, so the best club on earth, Adult Pagan Storytime, is having events. Now, last night, this is Adult Pagan Storytime. I realized we hadn't bought a game in over a month, which is great and unusual for us because we're usually buying like one or two games a week. And we haven't ordered pizza in 2 weeks. So I said, and we haven't ordered groceries all this month yet either. And I said, you know what? We've earned a little tiny something. Let's go get a tiny something, tiny something. And we go on, and long story short, there are three new adult titles in VR. And the first, I'm backing away, going way too expensive and not for me. Not judging, but not for me. Second one was Nightmare Fuel. Third one was really shitty looking, really terrible looking. But it had an interesting concept, and I am literally snowed in for like the next week or so. So I thought, you know what? A summer theme park, why not? And I had that in something else in my cart. And for some reason, I got ragingly hungry, and I didn't understand why. But it was so ragingly hungry that I had to stop in the middle of looking at adult games and wanting to get adult games and go take care of my hunger. It was just that bad. And I'm like, I didn't like starve myself with the actual hell, but I left my cart there, went to eat, and then Loki's kind of like shoving me to go watch this series we've been watching because he's like, take a break, eat. He likes to feed me. Anyhow, we go, not in a weird way. He's like, clarify. Anyhow, we watch this. There's this little short about this old lady getting kicked out of her home, so my libido dies. So I don't have any interest at all in this game. And I noticed the club had no, dropped in yet another feature, which, this club has dropped a ton of features over the years of now they have fully nude private pole dances, which is great. So I'm like, okay, great, I'll go try this out. And I tried it out, and I really couldn't get into the club. Well, I went on, I sat down today, kept trying to record, my nerves are frayed and everything else, and I'm like shouting and screaming and everything. And I went on and I noticed it's sunk in that they're having a lunar event and there's a new lady dancing. So I go in to see the new lady. I try out, if she has a table dance and a private dance. Unfortunately, she doesn't have the pole dance, but it was nice. And I found my favorite in the club, and she was dancing and everything, and we had fun. And the girls, they have actually added some more dialogue and stuff to the girls. And there's a new pink gun for the Lunar New Year event. And you shoot money all around the place, throw roses at the girls, all this good stuff. And now the girls are more chatty. So it's their standard pickup lines, but they also have chatty dialogue when you're trying to do random stuff. So it's special, but it's a little odd. And I said to Loki, I said, this game does run pretty good, but it does run a tiny, tiny bit rough on some of the girls. Not all, but some. And I said, probably don't want to invest any more in this game, even though he's been nudging me towards DLCs forever and a day. And at this point, they have, we bought the club DLC when it was on sale. There are two clubs now we have. And there's up to 9 girls now. It's one girl, and they admit it's one girl, and they give her 3 different personalities. Sounds weird. And like 6 or 7 different outfits, and she does it's a new dance to each girl. So we're looking at this, and we go in the club, and we enjoy this girl, and we enjoy the Lunar New Year ambiance and everything, which they had last Lunar New Year. And we come out, and I'm not kidding you, all the DLCs, well, the 2 DLCs we don't have, not the brand new one, but the 2 DLCs we don't have, went on sale. Went on sale today. So Loki, in his mysterious way, kept me from getting that game and got me a sales price on this DLC. And he's pushing and he's pushing and he's pushing. And he's like, come on, man. What more can I do? It's like half off for these DLCs, and they're not much to begin with. So you're going to pay like maybe $1 over what one full one would cost to get 2 of them. So you get 6 new girls for the club. And he's like, please, we need no girls. Look at the pretty outfits. New girls, please. So I'm like, okay, because The funny thing was too, I went back and I looked at that shit game I've been considering, and somebody did a legit review, because you know you can pay for reviews on Steam, yeah? Like, if you see a game that looks like shit, but there's like 20 good reviews, especially the porn games, somebody paid for those reviews. And the one legit review was like, look, this game is broken as fuck. Her boobs actually detach from her body and levitate away. And it's bad. They said they don't know if these games are meant to be memes or they're meant to be serious, but it's a shit game. And the poor kid looked like shit and everything else. So he saved me from that. And the guy saying like your camera, like you're looking down like this and you can't look up, you can't even enjoy the rides. He's like, I'd at least like this game if you could enjoy the rides, but you're always like looking here or there or something else. And this guy, clearly this dev never fixes his shit. When it's broken, it's broken. So he saved me from that. And horrible looking female in the game. I'm saying female, but honestly she looked like a blow up doll. And one of those characters from like the 90s. Remember how for a while video games every character had a complexion and texture like paper to them? She looks like they had a love child, and that was the result. She does not look human, even remotely. I know she's supposed to be, they're saying it's anime style. She's scary looking. So, he saved me from that. And there's 6 more girls for the club, and I'm like, is this gonna be okay? And I said, yeah, it does run a little rough sometimes because I have an older computer, but I said, this is good. And it also helped me, the club helped me decompress, as I've been looking around and listening to more books on tape on YouTube. Even though I get them for the mail, I just find it more convenient to do on YouTube. um there was this guy that made, I don't want to say who the teacher is, but he made this very toxic theology thing of, you are God, yet God is outside of you, and there is no sin, yet everything is still bad, and you can't do it. You can't do sex, you can't do alcohol, you can't do coffee, you can't do fast food, you can't do chocolate. So I went to a club and settled down and relaxed with my ladies, and I drank alcohol, smoked cigarettes. And one of the girls, if she's got new powder, she's like, "Why are you even doing that? I guess it's helping you relax." And I looked at her and said, "I don't know. I don't smoke in real life." And then I'm like, "Dummy, it's VR. She can't actually hear you." And then, I really don't smoke, so 3 or 4 puffs, and I'm like, "Okay." And I put it down in the empty alcohol glass, and she's like, "Why did you do that?" And she wanders away, mumbling to herself about people putting stuff in glasses. And I'm like, did she just do that? Yes, she did. These girls are uncanny valley. You guys, not uncanny valley, they're just uncanny. They're beautiful looking. Damn, they've gotten fine looking. And, they get personality quirks, each and every one of them, and they definitely have some personality quirks. They have the bitch where my money stomp, that they stomp up to you in those heels and they just glare at you until you are like, how would you like to dance for me for lots of money? They're gonna break your legs. I've told Loki, I have this fantasy that this is really like it's a cover for like the FBI or CIA, and all these girls are actually agents, because just the way they move and how muscular a lot of them are, not overly so, but they're definitely fit, and just the way they kick and everything, I'm like, I feel like they kill people on their off time, that there's some kind of secret agent, they go kill people. And best of all, they brought the vampire back to the club full time, so we have her, so she jump scared the shit out of us. I wish they would bring all the special occasion ladies back. I know then they wouldn't be special occasion ladies, but I like having them around the club. I like having the vampire in the club. It's just nice. It gives you 13 base girls, and they're just there all the time. And she's really sweet when you talk to her. She's like, "Oh, hi, how are you? You're so pretty. Hi, pumpkin." And then she's going to rip your throat out. So it was fun to get back to the club. And that was Loki's solution. And there was even, like, it just happened I got the books on tape, and some of the titles seemed to be his choice remarks about the game that we almost got. So he didn't like anything except for these girls in this club. And yeah, baby. And, she's going off at random times, so he definitely wants me to get started. I had to bribe him so I could film because my equipment's going crazy. I said, I will make you corn rice, and I will make you sweet kind of Oriental style beef. Just please leave me alone to film. So I have to go pay my bribe off now. But if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you later. Bye bye.